My ex-husband was actually a decent guy. Hear me out. When I was first starting to understand sexual coercion for myself coming out of my marriage, I was talking about it in terms of hard coercive and soft coercive. As I was getting to know men, I was putting them in two camps. Now, the hard coercive men were the men who were angry and mean, and they were going to abuse you in a lot of different ways besides sexually. He's going to be in your face saying, I need it, and you have to give it to me because you're my wife, right? But the soft coercive man is going to be more like, but you're my wife. Don't you love me? And this is the only time he acts like that, right? Because the rest of the time, he's Mr. Nice Guy all the time. And this guy is so dangerous because it's not in your face. Because 90% of the time, when it's not to do with sex or physical touch of some kind or affection or love, he's decent. And it's incredibly confusing because he's a nice guy. Everybody loves him. I love him. But this soft, coercive man is the people pleaser. He has spent his whole life being what everybody wants, doing what everybody wants to get the love and affection from everyone in his life. The thing I've come to understand about people pleasers is that they do feel entitled to all that love and affection that they're trying to get. And there is a part of them that does feel owed. And the issue is that society condones the behavior, so he never gets help for that. No one is telling him, hey, this isn't healthy. You shouldn't be like this. No one is telling him, you're not entitled to love and affection from your wife. The opposite. They're telling him, of course your wife should love you and she should give you all that affection. And if she doesn't give you that affection, she just must not love you. He would say that to me. But I just want to love my wife. My own wife doesn't even love me. Because he tied love to sex and performance. The people pleaser puts on a performance to get love and affection. He has to speak right, to act right, to dress right, to be everything that you want. And if you don't do the thing in return for him, then he's mad because he feels entitled to it. And it was Lundy Bancroft who said, men are not abusive because they're angry. Men are angry because they're abusive. Deep down, he knows this is not the right way to be, and he doesn't want to be this way. But something has trained him to be this way, and he's mad about it and taking it out on you. Now, my solution is not something that I talk about all that often in terms of sexual coercion, but I do talk about it on my page. I've been talking about this for a couple of years, ever since Navy Guy, and I will tell you that he was a people pleaser, although not coercive yet. I don't know if he might have been, had we gotten into a serious relationship. But probably the biggest thing I learned about being in a relationship with him was authenticity. The one thing that he was missing, that he personally lamented so hard after we broke up, was that he was lacking his own authenticity. And he envied me for mine. The people pleaser doesn't believe they're allowed to be themselves. They don't know how to be themselves. They don't even know who they are. And all of this is happening on a subconscious level. So they're performing and getting what they think they are owed in return, or not getting it and getting mad. But if they were to learn who they are and what they want in the world and be authentic, then things would be different for them. They'd probably piss a lot of people off, but that would be okay. They would have less sex too, but that would be okay. Because ultimately, the sex they're having would be more authentic. The sex they're having would be consensual.